Well, it's Girl Scout cookie season, but beyond the annual pull of these delicious cookies, our favorites, Thin Mints, there are some valuable lessons to be learned by young entrepreneurs. And here to tell us about it is Wendy Dordel. She is the CEO of the local Girl Scouts of Gateway Council. Welcome, Wendy.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So we mentioned a few names before the break, famous former Girl Scouts, but that list also includes Lucille Ball, Michelle Obama, Laura Bush, Queen Latifah, and Betty Davis. And I'm curious, what is the link there, do you think, with these great women and the correlation?
Well, it's about leadership and empowerment and building a group of individuals that you can really lean back on and understand, but also helping girls see what they can be, who they can be, how they can grow, and what they want to do in their careers. And that's the core of the Girl Scout program, helping girls see what it is they want to achieve and how they get there.
Do you think that's just correlation or causation that all of these famous and accomplished women were Girl Scouts?
I guess I would say that I think it's both. I think it is the outcomes that come from the program, the supportive adults that help lead that, but then also the empowerment of saying you can do what it is you want to achieve and building the resilience within a girl and as she grows into a woman to say, that's okay, it didn't work out. Maybe I'll take a step back and I'll move forward. So those are the core values and the pieces that Girl Scouts develop year over year, and then a group to lean back on, right? If it doesn't work out, who do you go to? Who do you talk to? Who are your mentors? And we build that maybe not your traditional group all the time, your day in and day out friends, but the long term group of individuals. When I encounter women out in the community today, they say to me, I don't always talk to the women who were girls in my troop when I was in the troop, but I remember them fondly. And when I see them or I see other Girl Scouts, we have a connection already established in what it is and who we are and our shared values.
Hmm,
So
that's
all of
interesting.
those building blocks to getting there, I think, are the correlation or the causation, right? So the foundation of the program is the causation. The correlation is building that leadership and that resilience piece that people need in order to get to where they want to go.
So it's cookie season. It's kind of everybody's favorite season.
Mhm.
We who buy the cookies think of them as like, oh, this is great. We get an extra snack. We know that it's a big fundraiser, and it must raise a bundle of money for the Girl Scouts. But the Girl Scouts believes that it has kind of an additional benefit, or perhaps the chief benefit is something else for the girls. Can you talk a little bit about what skill sets it aims to teach them?
Absolutely. So the Girl Scout Cookie Program is the world's largest entrepreneurial program for youth, but specifically for girls. It's $1 billion, as you mentioned, worldwide program and a revenue generator. But most importantly, it's what it builds in girls and the skills, right? Goal setting, financial and math skills, budgeting, teamwork, right, with your troop and those kind of things. And then also the communication and the skills that it takes to make the ask, to work up the confidence to, if you're standing at a booth outside of Publix, ask the parents walking by or ask the adults walking by if they're interested in buying, making the sale, the actual transaction, right? That's a skill, but also taking the no sometimes is a skill and learning how to
Explain
bounce
that.
back from that. So, while we want everyone to be able to enjoy the cookies and we'd love to have every girl successful 100% of asks, that's just not reality, right? Maybe you already bought your Thin Mints and you don't need another box right now. Maybe next week you need another box, those kind of things, or it's just not the right time for you to buy, or it's just not, you're just not interested, and that's okay. And so learning how to take the soft no is as I don't know if I want to say as important, but it's important in how you build that resiliency and understand that it's not always going to be a yes, but it doesn't mean you can't get to your goal. And so that part of that safe environment to fail is a real basic tenet of Girl Scouts to say, take the risk, it's okay. If it doesn't work out, you'll step back and be able to do it again, right? Ask again because you will be successful.
$1 billion. I feel like the Boy Scouts must be just so bummed they didn't think of this idea. But why is it a seasonal thing as opposed to a year round? It seems like people always love the Girl Scouts. Is there kind of a little mystique that is preserved by making it a seasonal offering?
Well, I think it is helpful that it's only a season, but mainly it's only a season because it's a component of the overall program, right? So we're the cookie program is a sale in that we do it's a transactional sale in which girls sell the cookies and they learn all of those skills, but it's an ends to a means, right? They're there to earn money. and to build those skills so that they can have their other adventures. So it's seasonal so that then we can focus on the outdoors, focus on other skill building, arts badges, um, data science badges, all of the things that girls are interested in. So it's a well-rounded program and opportunity. So that's the seasonality of it. Is it's the best for the program and for the girls. And of course, the output is we look forward to cookie season too.
They, buying them from, like, outside a store, as you mentioned, versus from your coworker's child, like, where should people be thinking about making that investment if they have to choose?
I think
Because
whatever
that
is
really
most
happened here.
convenient. Absolutely. I heard on the way in that someone enjoyed the new toastiers, and I think what really matters is the end result. Girls make their sales in a lot of different ways. What we encourage for girls is if it is easier for consumers to work through the parents, that girls create letters in a sales pitch or a video in which goes with that pitch. But there are only so many Girl Scouts out there selling cookies, so it really depends on what's best for the consumer. I would also say if you're like me, you probably will buy from multiple ways, and so that's also the best way is whatever works best for the consumer.
Uh,
But always we look for the girl to have a piece of that sale and be really creative in how they communicate,
yeah.
right? And the opportunity today to communicate is a little bit different than even 30 years ago.
Just 5 seconds. Where can they get them if they want to buy cookies other than outside their Publix?
So you can go to girlscouts.org and find the cookie finder to locate a booth in your area.
All right. Wendy, Dordel, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right.